Welcome to the Land Your Bet Sports Betting Show. Another sweep in the books, baby. Tuesday, we went 5-0. Got GOAT Films, that $50 that I promised, and we're running it back. So jump in the comments of this video. I've got 5 plays. If I go 4-1 at least, and I'm doing that because I got a same game parlay, whoever jumped into the comments, let me know your best bet of the day. That makes you eligible to win the $50. Like I said, just got that out to GOAT Films. Also had somebody tell me they were GOAT Films who clearly wasn't. A little sketchy. Not too happy with that, but we move on here. I'm going to get into these 5 plays with you. One of them is a same game parlay. So that's why I'm saying if we go 4-1, even if we hit that same game parlay and miss one other, I'm still good with giving $50 out to whomever does comment in the video best bet of the day. So get in on that. Got the Discord live, all that stuff we'll tell you about. Let's get into the record and right into these plays for Saturday. Reminder about the Discord, it's live. Link is in the description of the video. A lot of great plays coming from everybody in the WNBA channel, especially. Got the NFL about to pop off, college football, and NBA just a couple months away. So feeling really good about that. Free right now for everything you want in there. Jump in there and get that link. As we mentioned, 5-0 on Tuesday. Loved that Mystics game versus the Storm. Got 4 picks correct from that one, including the Mystics to cover. Dejanay Carrington, way too many rebounds on her prop line there. That's gone down. We're about to talk about that in a second. Ariel Atkins killing it in there. As we mentioned, she would once we didn't have Carly Samuelson. She was out. That made way for Ariel Atkins to take all the shots. She went clean off. Shakira Austin is the horse that we keep riding, man. She has been crushing it when she actually plays. Has had some health issues all season, but that's why we still get these really low numbers as soon as she's out there. Love that. That led to Stephanie Dolson getting less stuff. So as long as Shakira Austin's out there, points for Stephanie Dolson will probably continue to stay below 10 points. Keep that in mind. So this record on the season is pristine these days. 62-39. We are up almost 20 units now. Really picked up on the player props. That was what was keeping us down earlier in the season. Been crushing the sides and totals all year. Just needed to get back into our winning ways with these player props. Really want a big shout out for propsmadness.com. propsmadness.com. My guy Pips has been crushing it with this product for WNBA. You're going to find some stuff in there you are not going to find anywhere else. So highly recommend checking that out. Big shout out to Pips for the reason that I feel so good about these player props right now. As mentioned, we got another really nice matchup here between the Sun and the Liberty. 2 of the best teams in the league. Liberty have been killing them, I will say that. But Dejanay Carrington's who we're focused on now because we just went under 5.5 boards. They dropped it to 4.5 last game. Still didn't get that. So now we get it at 3.5. Thing is, they're going up against the Liberty, who are the worst team at limiting rebounds to the opposing guards. And we know Carrington's going to probably see the occasional dip in minutes because we've got Marina Mabrey on the team now. Mabrey went clean off last game, went 5 for 7 from deep in their last win, which against the Dream just a night ago. So they are playing on no rest. We should make that very clear. Don't feel good about the Sun covering in this game. Didn't take a side or total, but Carrington is the way that I like this because at 3.5, even at minus 132, this is playable to like minus 150 with the odds that we have in our favor here. She's gone over versus New York. As I mentioned, worst team limiting rebounds to guards. So feel really, really good about her to get 4. That's the best bet of the day for me. One more from this game. Sabrina has also been a champion whenever we bet on her, especially those overs. And we're going to go over on the core bet for her on the points, 19.5. She has been cleared to play after missing a couple games. But let's be very clear. This Liberty team, as good as it is, way better on offense when Sabrina's on the floor. 111 offensive rating with her out there, 102 when she's not. So going to go right back to playing 33 to 35 minutes for Sabrina in a really important game against those rivals' Sun. The thing here, too, is she just really likes playing against this Connecticut team. She has stepped up, and I'm kind of dismissing the fact that Connecticut is so good at limiting points to guards because of the fact that she runs the pick and roll so often, and that is where Connecticut's defense is the weakest against guards. They give up the 6th most points to the ball handler in the pick and roll play. And look, like that's what she does. That's Sabrina's obviously the number one play, running it with Jonquel Jones, running it with Stewie, everybody, really anybody, honestly, whether it's pick and pop or roll into the basket. Sabrina's in that key position, and she should be able to get some threes off of that as they need to worry about people like Stewie and Jonquel Jones coming off of those screens and rolling to the basket. So we're going to feel pretty good about her to get her points in this one. And I really like her to not get her assists. Now, it's minus 158 to just take her assists under at 5.5. It's just too high of a number. Not something that she's done. Now, she's gotten 5 very consistently. but not 6. Going over 3 in the assist category here against Connecticut this season, trying to get 6 dimes. So we parlay that with the 15 plus points. So dip those points down, feel very confident in her getting the 15 plus points, and really like this under 5.5 assists. So I just put them together because I don't have any worries about her getting the 15. The under on the assists, it's very, very good. The implied odds are up there at about 65% that this happens, that she goes under this number. Feel really good about that. So put them together for a little plus 127, half a unit on that parlay for her as well. All right, the only other game we really have odds for right now is this Fever and Lynx matchup. And I think it's going to be a really good matchup because of the fact that the Lynx are coming off of back-to-back as well. Fever, well-rested, actually match up decently well with this team as well. So all that said, I don't like the assist for Shiiiiit. And some of y'all are going to come at me for once again fading Caitlin Clark like we did against the Storm. She got her points. Kudos to her. She got 23 when she needed 21. Did not get the dimes. Got 9 when she needed to get 10. Now the 9 would obviously work, but we're talking about a Lynx defense that is better than the Storm. As good as the Storm have been, limiting assists to point guards and guards in general, the Lynx have been even better. And that's really what this comes down to, is that the Lynx are this good, and Caitlin Clark has been diming up at an incredible rate over the last 10 to 15 games. If you look at her charts from the beginning of the season, really bad form getting assists. Then she comes into about 10 to 15 games ago, starts diming up all over the place. Thing is, if you look at who she was diming up against in these last 10 to 15 games, teams that give up a ton of assists. You're talking about Phoenix 3 times in the last 10 games that she's played them. And Phoenix is the 3rd worst team at limiting assists and 2nd worst team at limiting assists to guards specifically. So that's 3 games that she went over against Phoenix. Then she goes over against the Wings, worst defense in the league, we'll call them, and the worst team at limiting assists in the league. That is the only team worse than the Mercury at giving up assists to guards is the Dallas Wings. And then you also talk about a couple other teams that are all right. I mean, Washington, the Liberty, and the Aces, all pretty good, 4, 5, and 6 in terms of limiting assists to the opponents. But she still went barely over with this number against those teams. So we're still going to feel pretty good about that. I mean, she went under against the Liberty as well in the last 20 games or so in terms of the assists. So having one really, really good game isn't going to be enough for me to feel like she can get these dimes against a very, very good Minnesota defense that should be limiting her assists to under 9. It's a half a unit because we get plus 110, and I like those odds. Couldn't give them up, so I went ahead and put a half a unit on it. Last bet is one that is currently a lean, and I promise you I'm playing this as soon as I see a bit more info from this Fever game against the Lynx. And specifically, is Tammy Fagbenle playing? If she is, we need this number to drop down for Aaliyah Boston. I really, really like the PRA in this matchup because I really like the rebounds more than anything. Just wanted to juice it up a little bit more. The points, rebounds, and assists combined here, this is a really high hit rate. Without Fagbenle, a very good hit rate. With her, a little bit worse. So that's why I really want to see if Temi is playing, because if she does play, I need this number to be at about 24.5, not 26.5, to feel good about playing it with Boston. If you get 26.5 and Fagbenle is out, no matter what, I played that up to 27.5. You see what I'm saying? So it's really dependent on what Fagbenle does, if she plays or doesn't. She's currently a game time decision. So I'll be coming out on Twitter and in the Discord, if you're not in there yet, letting people know what I'm playing officially with Aaliyah Boston. But I really think I'm going to be getting a bet on her, because even if Fagbenle is back, can't guarantee how many minutes she's going to get. She does impact Aaliyah Boston, but look, Leah Boston is going up against the 2nd worst defensive rebounding team in the league, rather, in terms of rebound percentage. They give up the 4th most rebounds to their opponent in general, and they're a little better against centers than they are against forwards, but Aaliyah Boston is a forward center, we'll call her. If Fagbenle's in there, technically she'll be a forward. So we'll see how it plays out, but it needs to be Fagbenle not playing for me to take the 26.5 PRA. If she does, I still want to take this for Boston, but I need it to drop down to 24.5. Make sure you're following along on Twitter and Discord to get the official play as soon as I have it in. One more reminder, we have the Discord live. That's the last time I'll tell you. And I'm going to let you know once more, if you jump into the comments of the video, give me your best bet. And then if I do go at least 4-1 of any kind, including the same game parlay, not including it, whatever. Just need to go 4-1 today, not a clean sweep because of that SGP that we have in there. And I'll be going ahead and give $50 like I just did to Goat Films to whomever is able to comment. Pick a random winner in there and go from there, right? So just a little bit incentive for you guys to let me know who you're playing. I love to see the comments and the opinions. Helping everybody. Same concept as the Discord. So that's going to be all we have for now. Coming back as soon as I can. It's been a little bit sporadic with the videos, but I'm going to do my best to be getting these out every day. Follow along in the Discord for those plays no matter what. And until I see you next, happy betting.